so cool. Hey everyone, Adam here with WhipWorks, and today I have a bit of a different project. I got a message not too long ago from someone on Etsy asking me if I could make a whip with EL wire. This is EL wire. So cool. I have 4 total. My plan is to equally disperse these 4 strands. We'll kind of offset them. Each of these pieces of EL wire come with a little battery pack, so I'm gonna have to make some sort of a wrist piece. And then they connect with this little piece right here that you can disconnect and plug in. They'll come out of the bottom of the whip, and you can plug it in to your wrist pack, and then you're off to the races. I don't know if they'll survive the speed at which a whip can go at, but I think that it is definitely worth a shot. I think that's enough talking. Let's get started. should have mentioned this before I got the 6-plat layer on this whip. In my last video, I got a couple questions about how I determine the length of my core, or how much of the core I load. On this whip, which is going to be a 6-footer, I loaded the first 13 inches. Right now, on my 7-footers, I load 15 inches, and on my 8-footers, I load 17 inches. I hope that's helpful. Now, let's get a 10-plat layer on this 6-plat layer. We're all done with the 10-plat layer now. It is ready for our 16-plat layer, but it's a little later in the evening and I have some custom orders that I need to work on. So I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow to see if this will plat onto this. Fingers crossed. All right, so we're gonna get started here. Let me get my piece of electrical tape. It's gonna be pretty standard affair here at the beginning. I'm just going to lay these out and get my diamond pattern just like normal. Once I wrap this around the 10-plat layer is when I'm going to incorporate our EL wire into the body of the whip. If you want to get some real detail on how I start my layers of platting in a bullwhip, you can check out the link up here. Let's get this onto our 10-plat layer, and then we'll be incorporating our EL wire pretty soon. Actually, there's something I need to do first though. So I have my washer here that's going to act as my concho, but the plug-in for the EL wire does not go through this hole. So before I start platting, I need to make sure that the EL wire is threaded through the concho. So I'm gonna do this for all 4 of the EL wires before I attach my 16-plat layer to my 10-plat layer. I'm gonna do my standard 4 plats before I start the regular handle pattern, which is just gonna be an under 4 over 4 for the entirety of this whip. It's gonna be similar to my cat whip or the fire and ice whip that I've made if you've seen that on my Instagram. Now I need to be deliberate here because I want to equally distribute the 4 EL lights. I want 2 on each side and they're going to be equally distributed. So there's gonna be 2 plats in between. All right, so I'm about to drop my first couple of strands here, but you know, I need to test this. So I'm gonna plug it in and then we're gonna see what it looks like real quick. I feel like, I wish we had some Zelda music. That's so cool. 2, 3, holy cow. All right, I'm gonna finish this up so we can see what it looks like. I've gotten to a bit of a delicate spot here, so I thought I'd show you my thought process. I have to cut this off, the heel off. I'm gonna have to be careful not to cut anything that I don't want to. So let's see if I can do that. Now, I need to burn this and cap it, seal it, and then we can epoxy. So let's see if I can do this without damaging the EL wire. I actually need to attach my heel leather, and instead of stapling it in and risking stapling into the EL wire, I'm gonna go on ahead and tighten it down with more artificial sinew. Now for this tricky part. I'm just gonna try and centralize my placement of it. So I'm gonna try and put it in here, kind of in the middle, and then I will press it. I'll kind of sandwich this down and it'll expand out, and then I'll wipe it down, and I'm gonna gather like 4 or 5 pieces of vinyl tape. I don't know how I'm gonna use it exactly yet, but it will get used. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna try athletic tape here, see if that works. Is it ideal? No. Is it functioning? Kind of. Oh, that is ugly. Ugly. But doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna leave this to dry overnight. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get a fresh knot on this, and I am stoked. Oh, baby. All right, it is all done, and I'm gonna plug it in here for the first time. I have this old baseball wrist support, and I've just kind of clipped the 4 battery packs onto this. Let's see if this works. I mean, this looks ridiculous. I feel like Whiplash from Iron Man. All right, it's dark. Let's go. 1, check. 2, 3, 4. This is ridiculous. It feels like Christmas. So this is it flashing at its the slow speed, and then there's a fast speed. That looks pretty cool too. All right, so there is one thing left to do here. I am outside and ready to go. I'm just waiting for this sun to go down, and then we're gonna get some shots. Okay, there you have it, folks. I can't believe this thing worked. Cracking it is super fun, and I can't wait to get back outside and get some better shots with it. I'm very excited to create the next version of this whip. I will definitely be uploading a video at some point where I document that journey. One of the EL strands actually did go out, but I tested it, and it's not the EL wire itself. It's actually the battery pack. I want a single power pack, a single connection point for all of the strands that go into the whip. I just can't believe that these strands can withstand being inside of a whip. It really opens a lot of doors for potential projects. Maybe I could make like a Sith-inspired whip with red EL lights going through the blade, or a Jedi whip. Those sorts of projects really interest me, and I can't wait to dig into them. If you have any ideas about how to make this better, or a version of it that would be really cool, please comment below. I want to know what you think about this. If you enjoyed this content, please let me know with a thumbs up. Please check me out on Instagram, find my Etsy shop. Even better, check out WhipWorks.com, where you can design your own bullwhip. If you're not subscribed, please think about doing that. And of course, crack that bell button. And as always, happy cracking.